This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Operating from the gun, Jones. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
After the interception, here's Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside.
Ooh, he's running.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 28 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on.
It's 3rd and 10.
From the Jones. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Matthew Judon in there to take him down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Caught by Snead over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run as the Ravens push further out in front. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positives. So lining, you know.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Jones looking to throw on 2nd down. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
It's fourth down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun, rolling to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there at 22. From the gun, it's Jackson. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
At the Giants' 4-yard line.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Short of the goal line.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens will extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play for the Giants on 3rd down. 43 yards. Now Jones on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Taken down back at the 49-yard line.
Here's Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Throwing, Jones. Flushed out right. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football.
Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up. Okay, nothing. Let's get it, nothing. We got him.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Lamar Jackson, for all the talents of escaping pressure that he possesses, he was helpless to do much of anything there. He had no chance.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks in the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
3rd and goal, Jackson out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson being chased out left. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Giants are going to get the football back.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Now Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. 3rd down here. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. He gets it to Brown, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Raven first down.
From the gun, Jackson forced out to his, and he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Lorenzo Carter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Lorenzo Carter able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. There's Jackson on 3rd and long.
Quick slant to Brown.
And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. 4th down, here's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews.
And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Matt Judon giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Looking for Shepard deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Throwing again. Jackson.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the 1st down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a 1st down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Matt Judon. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Calais Campbell in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the